What's up guys, it's me Anthony. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my bullet journal spreads for the month of April. I am in love with the way these spreads turned out, and I'm almost done with my Arch and Olive journal. It's crazy that I'm literally more than halfway done. It's mind-blowing. So yeah, expect the migration soon, most likely, depending on how many months I can fit. I'm going to try and squeeze June in there, but right now I'm thinking like April, May is the last months of this journal. But yeah, so I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get right on into this bullet journal planning. So if you guys did watch last week's video, my best investments in my education, I'll link in the cards right there. I am moving, so while you're watching this, I have already moved. So no, I did not. My room does not look identical. I just am filming this in the future. Boxes are right behind me. My room is a mess. I just needed to film this intro. But yeah, I'm gonna get right on into this April 2021 bullet journal planning and setup. Alright, so starting off with my April cover page, I'm going to be drawing in this wildflower wreath. I know, floral for spring, groundbreaking. But yeah, so it's this wildflower wreath. It's really simple, really easy to do. I just drew some 5 petals flowers and some 3 petal flowers for the side angle, some leaves, some foliage, some lavender doodles, just some really simple doodles to make this theme very fun and easy, because April is going to be busy once again, as such as March has been busy as I don't know what. Something that inspired me to do this flower theme is that I got a plant. I'm a plant dad now, woohoo. His name is Roberto. I'll put a picture on screen right now. I got him when we moved. He was very expensive, and the stationery fam was a collaborative effort of naming him Roberto. So yeah, I'm really happy, really proud of it, and I'm becoming a plant dad. So now I'm writing in the April header using my Tombow Finenosuke and using my Tombow brush pen. I will put the color code on camera right now. And this pastel yellow, I'm just adding a little bit of droplets of color just because it's really simple. I didn't want too much color on the spread. I just wanted some nice splashes of them. And then now I'm going in and adding some dark leaves. I don't really like the way this came out, so I stopped doing it. But I think if I had more flowers, it would look better because it just added too much contrast to the page. So now I'm adding in some dots. I'm going to call this pollen from the rest of the video just because it looks like pollen, even though I'm allergic to it, but it looks like pollen. So on the left side of the cover page, I'm going to write in a quote that says, "Where flowers bloom, so does hope." And this is something I need right now. I've been stressed, testing season is coming up, and everything's just been so busy. I mean, like, moving is not easy. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, you know, it's just gonna be a weekend, and then that weekend becomes a week, and that week becomes 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks becomes 3 weeks. Like, it's not easy. So I'm just adding in this little corner of flowers on the bottom right side just to add some more of these flower doodles. Like I said, these are really simple. Like, it takes you 1 to 2 minutes to do them, and they look really pretty in the end. So now moving on to my main calendar, my camera cut out here, but I'm just going to be doing the horizontal lines and a 6x6 calendar. Pretty simple. I'm not doing a Dutch door this month, so that's why I moved 4 days to the right side and 3 days to the left side. Just wanted to switch things up and see how it may work, even though I have a busy month, and I probably should have kept the same setup that I know works for me, but that's besides the point. After adding those yellow dots, I'm going to do a black bar for the Tombow Finenosuke and write in my headers with the white gel pen. So I'm using this all caps lettering font for the days of the week, and I'm gonna write in my numbers using my Sakura Pink 1 micron and the plastic nib, I believe. So for my main April header, I'm gonna be using this like relaxed, elegant lettering font. It's something I've been using this entire video. And then on the left side of the right side of the spread, I'm going to add in some more of the flowers doodles. Like I said, they're really simple, and I do like this string of them throughout this video. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really pretty, and I love the way it turned out, and just adding more movement to the spread using those dots like I've been doing for the rest of this video. After adding in some yellow things, I thought this spread was pretty empty, so I decided to add a little task succession for the rest of the month, just something simple so I can write in those monthly tasks. And then I also am doing something very different before. I've never done this growth tracker thing. I've seen it before a lot. So I get to track my numbers at the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, so YouTube and Instagram. And then I'm gonna write in Bloom for some more decoration, and that is it for my main calendar. So my habit tracker, as you may have saw, I didn't do a Dutch door. So for my habit tracker, I'm gonna keep it simple. Last month I did the horizontal style. It was nice, but the problem with it is I didn't anticipate for March to be as busy as it was, so it was just harder to keep up with. And I don't think April's gonna be super slow going either, so I decided to go back to this 9 habit style tracker. It's just easier to track habits and more visualizing easier, I guess, if that's the way to put it. So I just decided to do the mini calendars this month and color them in yellow because I really love this pastel color yellow. Bottom, I'm going to do some more flower doodles, which, like I said, these are super simple. I've been saying that this entire video, but this has to be one of my favorite themes because, you know, the plants, the pollen, even though I'm allergic to pollen, but the flowers, everything. And yesterday I went shopping and I got this wildflower poster, so I think there's gonna be a lot of wildflower themes coming up soon, so look forward to that. So after I, you know, get done doing all the little fun things on the flowers, I'm gonna write in a quote that says, "Let your ideas bloom." This could have been on the brain dump spread, even though I don't have one, but if you guys are making a brain dump spread with the flower theme, you can use that instead of writing brain dump. Yeah. So moving on to the mood tracker, I'm pretty sure this one was predictable, but I'm doing a flower style mood tracker. All I did was sketch out the sizes in different circles. I think that's something that's really not talked about, is that using different sizes to cause contrast and variation in terms of your flowers drawing will help you tremendously, especially since this style of flower is very repetitive, just 5 petals and some shading in the middle. So moving that different sizing and making them bigger and smaller, and, you know, fun. So I'm just going to draw in 30 flowers. I actually drew in more. I was trying to count, but I didn't really count. I was on the phone with my friend while I was doing this, so I think that's the reason why I have more than 30 flowers, but that just gives me an excuse to color in more. So I'm writing in the numbers using my palette, juice pen, and .038, adding some more of that pollen dots, and that is it for my mood tracker and habit tracker spread. So this month I'm going back to my daily review. I enjoyed the weekly journal system for about 5 months. I started that back in November, but the only thing about it is I have to remember every weekend or beginning of the week to fill it in practically. And so the problem with that is, like I said, life has been hectic, so having to reflect on a week that's been really hectic, or either just nothing's been going on, it was just really hard to keep up with. So I decided to go back to my daily review and have the 2 lines a day to summarize my day practically. And as you may have noticed actually, that I did not do a productivity tracker on the tracker spread. I decided to put on my daily review, give an extra box for the productivity tracker. It's going to be the same system, just by the scale. And going back at this, I was like, I actually done the productivity tracker before. Each day, like I said, gets 2 lines, and I'm just going to draw in 2 lines dividing that box. I'm giving the box a yellow stripe header, and the camera cut out here, but all I did was write in the numbers and write in P for productivity. Now for the scale, I messed up big time. You'll see it, but you know how you usually do like the lighter colors for the best thing and the darker colors for the worst thing. I had a brain fart essentially and wrote worst to best, so lightest color worst and the darkest color best. I don't know if I should keep it that way. Let me know what you guys think. I think I'm just gonna just do it how I normally do and just pretend like I did it right the first time. So something I really love about this spread is that I did the flowers coming out of the thing. It kind of reminds me of the tulips at our house right now, and they're coming out like the box, and it looks really nice. So I was like, it looks really pretty. Mind you, I didn't move before I filmed this, so I don't know. I guess it was just a fun coincidence. And here's that mistake: worst to best when it should be best to worst. But you know, no mistakes, happy accidents. So here's my finance tracker that I normally put in a Dutch store spread next to my calendar. But like I said, I wanted to switch things up, even though I shouldn't, because it's probably gonna be a busy month. But you know, I may like this style better. I didn't really switch much up when it comes to this. I kind of kept the same components. I just arranged them a little bit differently. So the wheel still is there, the weekly chart is still there, and then also the spending log at the bottom. I think this is a great finance tracker. I love it. It's just hard to keep up with. Like I said, these weekly journal aspects are hard to keep up with just because I have to remember to come back to them every week. So I think that's my issue. I need to start trying to get better at, weekly journaling habits, because I've gotten daily down pat because I've been doing this for a while now. I'm just now incorporating like weekly kind of things, except for like the weekly spreads. So if you guys have any tips on doing that, let me know in the comment section below. So now moving on to my playlist. I did this style of playlist back in December 2020. Like I said, I didn't have a plan with video for that, so I just linked my 2020 flip through in the cards, but I lettered all the names instead of like writing them all out. So I really am in love with this, and what made it even prettier in December is that I had different colors for my themes. But so to start off this April 2021 playlist, which is one of my favorite playlists, mind you, because it's just so versatile and so many different music styles. First, we have Strangers by Kelly Stewart, 10% by K Chandra, Flowers by Isla, and Power by Say Her Name by Isla. It's a BLM song about Breonna Taylor. It's really pretty. Fantasia, her second album, Fantasia. Hazy by Chloe and Halle, After Laughter by Paramore. I've been loving Paramore. I mean, come on now. The vocals, amazing. Then we have Beauty and the Beast by Diamantina, and then 80/20 by Chloe and Halle. My April playlist has to be one of my favorite playlists I've made in a while. I mean, I'll link it in the description box below. It's kind of famous, kind of great. So please do it. And some honorable mentions is Candlelight by Xavier. I don't know. She was on the 4, and then Refill by Ellie Vayner. Ooh. Oh, I've been loving Telepecia too by Kali Uchez. It was famous, and like it's famous for a reason. It blew up for a reason, okay? So now, moving on to my weekly spread. I haven't done this style of weekly spread on camera before, but it is something I really love doing. It is this crazy box layout, and what it allows me to do is give each box a different size depending on the workload I have that week. So normally, my weeks are busy on Mondays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays, so I give myself extra room on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and give myself less room on those rest of the days like Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's really nice. I love the contrast between like the pastel blocks filled in and like the dark outline of the rest of the boxes. It is really pretty. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some more of those flower leaf line doodles. I don't know what they call them. If we're being honest here, you can switch these out for cherry blossoms because they're all 5-petal flowers. So you can like switch them out for like falling cherry blossoms, like a floral arrangement kind of thing. That would be nice. And then I'm going to do a small little task succession on the right side of the spread, and I'm writing in the April header in that same lettering font I've been using this entire video. And like I said, a small task succession just for any weekly task list to make the spread a little bit less boring. And after adding in these pollen things again, that is it for my April 2021 Blow Journal Plan With Me and setup. I'm telling you, this has to be one of my favorite setups I've done in a while. Like the flowers, the spreads, the simplicity, everything looks so great. I'm so happy with the way these spreads turned out. So I'm gonna stop rambling and hand you guys off to the outro. Alright, that is it for this April 2021 bullet journal Plan With Me and setup. I am in love with the way these spreads turned out. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a flower theme. I'm really happy that I did it, and it's springtime. It's finally starting to warm up here in Atlanta after it being March for a while now. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, which is here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. All those are linked in the description box below, as well as my affiliate code, which is OSFAM10 for 10% off any Archer and Olive product, which includes the journals and the pens and the choreographs, all those fun things. So that will be linked in the description box below. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye, my stationery fam.